Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well today. I'm Sarah, and today I really just wanted to play with makeup. So I'm pulling out an oldie but a goodie, the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. This is a beautiful yellowy toned color story, and I know there are so many beautiful new releases that have just come out with gorgeous color stories, and I'm personally very tempted by those new releases, but I'm trying to encourage myself to look within my own collection and play with the makeup that I already have. So today I'm going to be creating a look with this palette. I'm a new creator here on YouTube, so if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing. That would help me out a lot, and just let me know that you guys are enjoying this content. And without further ado, let's get into the look. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to just start priming my lids with a little bit of the Incognito concealer from Wet n Wild. It's one of my favorites for concealing, but also for priming the eyes. So I'm just going in to blend out that concealer. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the palette. So I'm going to go in right here with this shade to set everything down. And it's just it's not a matte white, it's like a satin cream shade. It's like a little bit more, it has a little more yellow in it than just a stark white. And it has a little more shimmer in it than just a matte, if that makes sense. So we have that. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of color. So I'm going to start with this shade right here called Swarm. It is like a yellowy toned, a light yellowy toned brown, and I'm going to be putting that all throughout my crease and also bringing it down onto the lid as well. I like to keep my eyeshadow kind of contained to my lid just because I have such big eyes that if I do a really blown out look, it just can look a little crazy. So that's what I'm doing. Just building that up. I don't know, what do you guys think of this lighting? It's like, is it a little stark? I'm trying to play with some lighting, and it's looking a little stark to me, but you know, maybe it's just because I don't have enough. I don't know if there's like too much shadow going on as well. Like you can see a shadow under my neck. I don't know if that's preferable or not preferable. Just let me know what you guys think in the comments down below what we're thinking of the lighting. Normally I film during the day. I mean, normally, like the other like 7 times that I've filmed during the day, so it's been pretty light out, and I can just use the natural light because I am right in front of the window, so that helps with the lighting. But today it is a little bit later and it is not as light out, so I just had to come up with my own makeshift lighting. I have kind of a ring light situation, but it's kind of up there, so you know, I'm not sure. I would love your comments on that. So we have that built up to the extent that I think it's going to build up on my skin tone, and it is pretty orangey. I'm going to go in with and just keep on deepening it, you know, so I'm going to go in with Keeper next. Keeper is similar to the tone that we just put on, that Swarm tone, but it is a little bit deeper. So we're going to keep building that up, and we're going to see where that takes us. This is a really powdery formula. I don't know if you guys know this, but it is extremely powdery. I'm bringing that shade Keeper, I'm bringing that even lower, okay? I'm going to take it all over the lid, and I'm going to bring it lower than the shade Swarm that we put down, and I'm going to just keep blending these shades. Really powdery, but they blend really well, and that is something I love about them. I hate a matte shade that just sticks and it doesn't go anywhere. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to skip this one, Hive, although that's a beautiful like mocha toned shade. I'm going to go into Drip, and Drip is even deeper, and I'm going to start putting that right on the outer corner like so. Okay, so I'm going to keep building that up on the outer corner, and then I think it's time for the big boys. I think we're going to go into that shade called Sting. Scary stuff right here. It's the deepest one on the palette. Not that deep. If you are like me or deeper, this will not provide a ton of contrast for you. So that is why I have a black shadow on hand that I will probably end up digging into. It is, I mean, it's on camera, it doesn't show at all. It's like very mild, but in person it's like a mid to deep tone brown. Well, we're just gonna go with it because it's all we got. I'm gonna keep dipping into that shade, Packing it on, blending it out. This is, again, the Sting shade. Okay, we got a big chunky right up there. We're going to need to blend that out. Blending that out. See, now this is the problem with the light, though, is that now I have a shadow. This is a huge mess. What is happening here? All right. Okay, so I'm going to need a little bit more depth. So I'm going to go into my black shade that I've had on standby. It is Black is Black from the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. And I'm just going to start putting that out. Okay, we're going to start putting that out on the outer corner, blending it as much as we can, because I've been building, and that other shade, it's not doing what I want it to do. So I'm going to go in a little bit more pigment and try to get what I want out of this shadow. Okay, so we're stamping it and we're blending, and that's doing it for us. That's actually adding the depth that we wanted. And then I'm going to go back in with that brown, and I'm going to make sure that this black doesn't just look like a stark black. I want it to have a little brown in it. So guys, I've built up a little bit of that black. I think it definitely needs a little bit more blending because it's like quite blown out in some of these spots, and I know that I just said that I don't like to blow out my looks that much because it just doesn't look good on my eyes, and here's an example of that. It doesn't look that good, but that's okay. We're gonna go in with some shimmers now. I'm gonna go in with a NYX glitter primer, and I'm going to pat that all over the lid. So I'm really like in love with this green, brownie green shimmery shade that's in this palette and in some of the new releases as well. And it's just such a beautiful shade. So I'm gonna go in with it. It is this shade called Queen. It is like a brownie goldy shade, and it's just beautiful. And we're gonna start packing that. I'm gonna use my finger. I'm gonna start packing that all over the lid. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful shade. Isn't that just stunning? Like, that's an Urban Decay shadow. That's not bad, you know? I think some of the mattes in this are not deep enough for me, but these shimmers really do hold their own, I have to say. Like, that is a pretty shimmer, okay? Next, we're gonna go in with this yellow right here, okay? And we're gonna make that our inner corner, like so. And that is so pretty, isn't that? Isn't that pretty? That's a really, really pretty yellow shimmer. And it is a very yellow shimmer. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm going to clean this up, add some liner, some mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I added some Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liquid liner and some Maybelline Sky High mascara, and I am loving how this looks. It is an extremely smoky, gold, green, yellow eyeshadow look, and I think it's so beautiful. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this look kind of like looks like a look that could have been created with the Natasha Denona Yucca palette. That like gold greeny vibe that's going on there. I feel like, obviously this palette is not a dupe of that palette at all, but I feel like this look is like similar vibes to that palette, if that makes sense. So again, love this palette, beautiful shimmers. I think the shimmers are what stands out to me as the strong suit in this palette. I think the mattes are a little powdery and also not so deep, like not deep enough for me in the level of contrast that I'm looking for. Obviously, if you're looking for more of a mid-toned look, this is all you need, but I did have to jump into a different palette to grab like a deep black to actually like give the smoke and the contrast that I was looking for. If you're not looking for that, then you're fine with just this. But I love this, and I love that greeny gold shimmer, and I love the yellow shimmer in the inner corner. I think it's so beautiful, and I'm just really happy with this look. Okay, we're gonna do our fragrance of the day. We're doing Sunset Glow by Bath & Body Works. It is just a beautiful, it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful summery gourmand. Definitely recommend giving that a sniff. It is the SAS still for Bath & Body Works, so if you were looking for a new scent, I would suggest checking that one out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.